What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday morning live season. What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday morning live season 6, episode 42. Hope everybody's doing well today. I cannot tell. There's a lot of activity out front right now. Hold on. Okay, thank gosh. So right past that, right here, kind of beside my van and between those two, there was a silver SUV. It was a Nissan, and there was a high-pitched whining coming out of the front end, like a steady whine, and she was in there for like 10 minutes. All of us, like you can, I still hear it. Is it still out there? Yeah, it's still out there. You can still hear it. So, like, I'm about to call the bakery to tell her. I don't know if she went there or not. I think she went up the street. But she needs to come get her car and stop it. Why? What's that high pitched whine? I'm wondering if it's like not in gear or something. Like she didn't put it in park. It's a super high pitched whine. Plus, she's kind of taking up two spots, like this person just did, because of. I don't know if it's because of that person. Anyway, I have to go get my Frank hat. If she doesn't come out in the next like 10 or 15 minutes, I'm definitely going to take a minute and let y'all guard the shop while I go find her ass to tell her car's driving us crazy. In today's episode, we are going to take a sip of Mississippi Cold Drip, which you can buy at mscolddrip.com. They just started some kind of newsletter thing. I have not joined up with that. I don't really. I mean, as much as I love a company, I don't really join up. I don't read them. If I'm not going to read the newsletter, I'm not gonna willingly subject myself to that. I did manage to ploop a solid droplet of sweetened condensed milk down in there without hitting the edges. So get it mixed up, and in the meantime, we will get assembled because we were totally not assembled before I started this stream. Hey. Okay. Just parking. Lock force assemble! Hey. Boom. No? Turn off. Turn off, and then you. Device is connected successfully. Okay, and then you do this. Yeah, see, I hadn't done any of this either. Nothing's plugged in. It was just. It is a game day, but I don't think we'll see any traffic from it because the game. Why are you up? I don't want you. Oh yeah, I do want you, don't I? Letter. Okay, disconnected. Oh, maybe JBot will work. Don't mess with JBot's programming, James Randolph. For some reason I knew that was going to be you. Still beeping. Oh. I've just decided, this is that spare roll that dang, I haven't said hey to anybody yet, but I've just figured out that I'm going to use that spare roll that you got me. 2, 3, turn that on. It's getting kind of warm over here. Doors open. It's a nice, 80-ish degrees out here right now. Actually, probably the last time, no, I'm not going to say that. It's going to be hot again next week. Last time for now, I'm going to be in shorts. I've worn jeans all week. We're not plugged in at all down here, are we? Good thing everything still sort of works. Okay. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Hi. All right. Dang it, Rune. Dang it, Rune. Rune in the house. What's up, Nate G? Outlaw, retired butcher boy. What's up, Chevy dude? Gumby, what's up, Joseph Douglas? And yeah, James Randolph is here. Messing with the programming. Miko, what's up? Anthony, what's going on? Good morning to you. Curto, Ken Nixon, what's up? I know time flies. This week kind of zipped right on by. It wasn't like overly busy, but it was fairly busy throughout the week. Monday was crazy with some key copying in the shop, and the rest of the week was fairly steady. Let me sit here and vibrate this while I'm chatting. Get down to the comments. Let's make this kind of a thing where I got to get down to the bottom of the comments before I switch to the other screen. So we'll get down to the bottom of the comments. Steven's Eyes, what's up? What's up, Dallas? Good morning. Rich, what's going on? Shane, Pyro Dan, good morning to you. Mr. T in the house. Hop Skippity, what's up? Bob Powell, good morning to you. Appreciate you being here. I'm mixing up my salted caramel Mississippi cold drip that is available at mscolddrip.com. This video is not sponsored by Mississippi Cold Drip, but see if it's mixed up enough. What's up, Ken Hoggard? Hate to hear that. I don't know if that's about right. What's up, Kevin K? Zoe. Wow. Yin Yet, what's up? Fred, what's up? Matt Slock Shop, good morning to you. Bridget, what's going on? What's up? What's up, Jay? How many types of commands I put in there? It's my fault, all right? I didn't put them in there. Some other person put them in there. New house, what's up? Alan C, what's going on? 66 and sunny. Yeah, you know, I'm good on. I may be able to do a little bit of real R&R, rest and relaxation. The military R&R, I always say, what section is it for? And they're like, oh, it's the R&R. I'm like, oh, rest and relaxation, huh? Exactly the opposite of that. So I might be able to get some R&R tomorrow because the yard's mostly done. May fight down some weeds. Some of that crap you don't want to deal with on the weekly, you know, when you're mowing and stuff. I got my mowings done. So, yeah, I don't know, maybe fight a few weeds if necessary, but I don't think it'll be necessary. Stuff around the house. Maybe just general cleanup. I don't think we're in a, dang West, are we in a burn ban yet? I know it's coming. Like, we're like right there borderline. I don't think the state, I checked a couple of days ago. Come get your car, lady. My gosh. Matthew Myers, good morning to you. Access, what's up? Gotta run out. I know, it's just too nice to be inside, so I don't blame you. If I wasn't stuck here open, you know, and doing the every Saturday, all Saturday thing. But for those of you who are new and are not aware, literally I'm open on Saturdays, so we just started this off as a streaming thing. And get to listen to things like this. Anyway, that game starts at 2:30. I don't think it's going to be that big of a game, so even if I see traffic, it probably won't be till like the end of the live. You know what I mean? Like, we're not even close to a burn ban. I may try to assassinate some pyro my last batch of burn stuff then, if it's not up yet. I know it's getting close though. We just need one good shower. Party outside today. Got a fever. Ugh. Kids and colds are suck. Kid, your first Wiser in a long time. Old style Wiser or like the quickset style Wiser? I'm assuming you mean the old style Wiser. Because quickset Wiser doesn't count. That's like the fake Wiser. But old school Wisers. And that's so funny because it's so weird that we are so predominant with Wiser. I replace them every single day. It's starting to fade down. Like I've done replace most of them around here. But every single day, Wiser Troy's a pop-out knob. And it's funny, the old, and some versions of no, let me take that back. Some versions of the old Wiser knobs were the pop-out. Even the cheaper ones still work fine. And I put them, usually closets is where I run into those, and I'll always kind of check it. But like the old Wiser is all metal knobs and stuff, and they may come apart difficult, but they work completely fine, and it just trips me out when.
How y'all doing?
Hey. Like they work fine. Nothing really. Only thing really ever went wrong with the deadbolts is the plugs would on the old ones that actually use the Wiser keyway. Standard deadbolts. The cylinders would come out. You could unscrew the cylinders. They'd slip out. It wasn't that great of a thing. It only helped when you were like dealing with seized up Wiser deadbolt like caps and having to like peel the cap off. But the only thing that ever went wrong with those deadbolts, honestly, was the plug would wear out. And that's probably because it was such a wide keyway anyway. Something in the back of that van. The van has a cage. I think there's something moving in there. Is that an animal or a person? It's like a person. Oh, okay, it's a handicap van. Never mind, I get it. Was the plug would wallow out. And luckily still have a ton of those, so there was no big deal. Plus is Jägermeister. This one was the all metal ones from like the 60, 70 style old. Yeah, those were, I mean, heck, they still work fine. I thought about it recently. I had two in a storage room that I rekeyed. And they were old and had years of build up from exterior oxidation and then oxidizing on the oxidizing and then oxidizing on the oxidizing. You get the point. Lubricated inside. Notice there's no rust on the inside. Took it apart, rekeyed it. Times two because there were two of them. Turn the key, pop. It was just like brand new, pop after lubrication. I mean, and typically they do last forever on a storage room because you don't go in the storage rooms often on some of these houses around here. How it's built, a storage room you only go in during Christmas to get your Christmas tree out and all that. So that makes sense that they last so long. Slow down. You really need an outside camera, don't you? Like to see down the street. I hadn't even plugged up this phone yet. Gotta see if I can see where this lady went. Well, did anybody ever come up with what would be causing that? Like that high pitched squeal? Did anybody kind of recommend? Is that like, I mean, most normal vehicles don't squeal high pitched. Like, seems like one of those timers. I'm gonna go get a video of it so you can hear it. Hear it back. Typical, typical streamer wasting our time just staring at his phone, watching TikTok videos. So rude. Just goofing off on my phone, man. Actually, I'm gonna upload this video and let you listen to it. So, but I don't think it's on. You're just gonna have to listen. So beware of headphones. I'm gonna try to turn this down a little bit. Uh, yeah. Let me go over here to studio mode. We'll pop this back up. Let me pull that video out of the nether where it just went and re-upload it to the thing here. Okay. Thank you. Yes, I know that's not what that is. All right, are we? Yep, let's go there. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to upload it to the thing and play it off screen first. So I'm going to try to catch it if it's too loud. What are we looking for? Yep, that'll work right there. Yep, we're going there, and Jason is going to go there. That is not where Jason needs to be. Right there. Yep. Yes, very convoluted way to do things, but okay, there we go. Open, open, and okay. Where the heck did it go? Okay, I caught it.
Someone just
Are we supposed to be going counterclockwise? And maybe upside down. Okay, there it is. Okay, I got the volume lowered a little bit, but just beware. Yeah, see, lock and key. Hi. Not normal. I'm not. I'm in the shop until 4. What you got? Yeah, it just sounds like it's not. It needs to be realigned, or your door's just shifted. So neither the knob or the deadbolt won't lock. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it would be. I could run by there at, like when I leave here at 4. Okay, you gonna be there? All right, I'll send you a message before I head over there. Yep, not a problem. All right. Yes, I do. Yes. Yep. Yep. Gotcha. All righty. Bye. The squealing going. She finally left. Oh my God! I get up. I just. Why did you have to stay for so long? What's wrong with your car? Okay, tell me what's wrong with her car. What the hell's going on with this car? Ready? Watch your ear bobbles. I got it turned down, but it may get really high pitched. So I hope you can hear that. I can't hear what that's doing, but like, if you can hear that, what the heck is that? That's coming right out of the front end there. Anybody know what that is? Not that I care anymore, because she's gone. Thank you so much for leaving, you idiot. Get your car fixed. Or whatever's wrong with it. That was just ridiculous. Iceman asks, "Hi, Jason. How are you with impressioning older vehicle door keys?" Why, funny you ask that. I am okay with it. I just don't like doing it anymore. I try to do a lot more sight reading nowadays just to save the file work. And I've gotten pretty dang good at it. That does not really help when you're talking about pin tumbler, except for the first pin, obviously. Maybe the second pin if you're lucky. But even then, you have to work with a lot of little Fords to know that. Chryslers. I mean, I was impressioning that shit before there were like Determinators and all that bullshit that came out. The single-sided and the double-sided, like, I've done my fair share of impressioning things back in my automotive days. Just nightmares. Nightmares. Thank you for the nightmares. I might, but I don't. Nah. Uh, sounds the same to me. A really high pitched squeal. Uh, a belt. There's a whistle thing made. A whistle thing made for. I don't know what that was. I don't think anybody does. But she needs to get it fixed. I do. I need to shave too. I don't know if anybody's mentioned that, but whatever. Hey, Lady Locks, what's up? I'm getting kind of furry. If the vehicle wasn't on, why would the belt be squealing? Yes, you could hear it. Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, hit that thumbs up for no particular reason other than hit the thumbs up. Appreciate that reminder. That wasn't a Kia. Sounds like a plug. Okay, Jay, I trust your opinion on a vehicle. Sounds like a plugged air filter or the air can get through. But it wasn't on, I don't think. I don't know. Perhaps we'll never know. Let me delete that video out of here. Whew, shit. Where's the delete button? Remove. So they started doing, speaking of traffic, they started doing like some major interstate work here in Jackson, in the area called the Stack, which is basically where one major interstate loops into another one. So it gets all convoluted. And for the past 5 years, it's gotten progressively worse. When you're coming this way, it's very obvious in my van. When you're going either way, your vehicle starts getting, it's all bridge because it's all elevated, stupid ass curves and stuff. But as you're traveling, it's like boom, 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 boom. And you know that kind of saying where like you can bring a bridge down if you hit this particular pattern. So back in the olden days, if you had a wooden bridge and a certain number of horses in a certain cadence started marching across, it could cause a bridge collapse because of resonant sound waves. We need a whiteboard for this, don't we? No. And so anyway, as you're driving along, it's like boom, 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 boom. So you can't go over a certain speed, otherwise you dukes a hazard just shit. Anyway, they're fixing that. And I've noticed a wildly huge presence of extra traffic in areas that I wasn't expecting it to be. So everybody's going through the central city right now, including me, which I normally do anyway. And traffic is just kind of ridiculous right now because of that harmonic. It's called a harmonic. Whatever. One of them things. Well, I'll trust whatever y'all say. Mods, just fix whatever's not right. So while I'm glad that they're fixing the it's going to be a little bit frustrating for a couple of months for sure. Hope to be done before Christmas. Oh, speaking of, another thing that I can put a picture of here. So y'all never get to see what's behind us here. They got another one of those. Screwing around on his phone, watching TikTok videos. I'm not actually on TikTok. I've never had a desire to be on TikTok. Ah, sorry. Y'all should have known. You should have known. Sorry. Didn't mean to whack in your ear. Alright, I'm just gonna upload this as well. You son of a bitch. Like, alright, behind. Behind. Really? Yeah, you better go up there. This is the danger of having a door open and... Okay, I'll be right back. He went up there somewhere. Y'all watch out for him. The behind. Yep. Save that there. Bring this back up. We're gonna bounce over back to this, and we're gonna throw this in. Yes. 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 And Jason, catch the volume. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. No, wait. Stop. Turn it down, Jason. Good job. Good job. Be a good streamer. Okay, so basically, I'm coming back from the grocery store because I had to suddenly run get a bottle of Mississippi cold drip when I realized that I was almost out of cold drip, and which means I can start a fresh new bottle. There we go. So this is as you're walking down the street here. This is coming towards our shop up this street around the corner. Right there, actually. So, all right, where that car is, right under there. Yep. So that would be me walking up this street, and that car would be on the left. And stop, stop, stop. Make big. Poof. No. Make big. So we're over to the left there. You take a left to get to our shop. Yeah, that's like directly behind our... Not directly behind my building, but directly over their buildings. Okay. Parking garage. Some people are saying it wasn't supposed to be seen over the tops of the buildings. I mean, you see a lot of that TikTok crap on YouTube anyway, because it gets sent over to YouTube from so they're using the same videos where people are like screen recording or whatever. If we don't have to plug in the shop camera today, we're not gonna. What's I talking about? Oh yeah, no. Did you see this earlier? Cotton Blues, the cheesecake, $5. I don't usually like spending $5 for a piece of cheesecake. I mean, damn, you can buy the whole pie for like $8. But I figured I'd treat myself later on. It's defrosting right now. It was frozen. I do like it with kind of a chili center. It's like the edges, so I'm guessing the inside's probably still frozen, and I've had it sitting out. It's really cold right in the center there. So I've had that out. Just patiently waiting for, I'm thinking a couple hours defrost, so I figured I would I'd get it. Literally came back from the grocery store right before live started. And I'll have that. We'll give it a go. I had a choice between strawberry plain or blueberry, and I chose strawberry because plain's great. What's up, Greyhound? Plain's great, but if you choose strawberry or blueberry between the two, I would definitely pick a flavored one, and 50-50. I actually almost got the blueberry, but 50-50. I just hate spending $5 for a piece of freaking pie. Speaking of, but we had I surprised Kim. We had a lobster truck, and they're like a national company that has a bunch of different food trucks. Can't remember the name of it, but I went. I didn't tell her. I saw it like 2 or 3 weeks ago that they were having like a pop-up event down near us. Somehow or another, the whole time, Kim never noticed it because she would have pointed it out to me. I don't know how that happens. So I guess I just followed us. I just knew about it. Uh, and so I was like, unbelievable that, hey, she didn't know about it. So then I was like, I'm going to go down. There's a 1 day thing. And then I knew there was going to be an enormous rush in the beginning. And I didn't want to have to wait that long. So I kind of went at like one, and like the whole day, Kim was like, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. Boom. And I was like, yeah, I'll go get something in a minute. Oh, I'm going to go run do something. I'm going to run do something. I think it was a slow day, too. So finally, I was like, okay, I went to do something that I had been putting off. It was like one of those jobs where I don't really want to go over there and do it, but I need to get it over with, and I might as well. And then, so when they left that job and went over there, and the line was pretty long still when I got over there. I got her a lobster roll. I don't understand lobster in a hot dog bun. You Northerners, there's this. I mean, I can see it. You just take like the what was it with the crab, the fake crab or whatever from Subway, crab surprise Subway roll. Uh, I don't get lobster in a hot dog bun. Just don't. And Kim didn't either. She was like, I would have been just fine with that. Anyway, it was like $23 for literally a hot dog bun. I'm not saying it was out of a package of hot dog buns, but it was pretty much the same size as like when you buy like that 16 or 24 pack from like Costco or Sam's Club or whatever. And you're like, oh, I'm buying all these for like a big barbecue, and literally just want the smallest hot dog buns, and literally they are even a little bit smaller than. That's why I'm differentiated, because like the 8 packs, they're a little bit bigger, but then when you buy the big ones, they're tiny, tiny little, with some little bit of lobster in there, and I was just like, I don't really like lobster that much anyway. It's just weird. Anyway, so I got brownie points for it. Long story short, do you like lobster rolls? Do you get that? It's lobster, literally, it's simply lobster in a hot dog bun. Can't wait for my cheesecake. I'm going to take a sip. Oh, I don't have any more. I'm got to go make it. These guys were out of Pensacola. Yuck. And Kim was just like, I would have totally been fine. She didn't eat the bread. She was like, I would have totally been fine with just lobster in a bowl. They had like lobster tater tot. Lobster tater tots. I could send that picture and upload it here too. Not a seafood guy, don't. We'll give you something to talk about. Because this actually picture has prices too. So I'll share it with y'all. Here we go. See, I don't need to, I mean, I guess I could show you the video. They're out of Pensacola. It's expensive to run a food truck. So I don't want to blast anybody out, but I did put this video on social media anyway, so it's on X. If you're on X, father-in-law. Oh, come on, hurry up. What is this video? I mean, it's a pretty cool concept. They were on Shark Tank. I saw that on their on the side of their truck. Ooh, on Shark Tank. And I get it, like, to be able to. Oh, she came so close to hitting that curb. To be able to. We're going to throw this in a studio mode and do the upload thing again. $22 for a little bit of lobster. It's like a treat, you know. It was like a special treat. Like if you lived in a coastal area, it totally wouldn't be worth it, you know, where you could normally get that. So let's get out of studio mode and go back to. Oh no, we don't want to play that again. We want to get rid of that one. Shoop. And load in a new one. Actually, we can load in the same one. Media source. Let's vertical video. Okay. Where is it? Oh, stop. Stop. Rotate. Rotate 90 degrees clockwise, right? Yeah. Doop, 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 doop. Doop, doop, doop. Vertical video, so I'll try to zoom in. Alright, so, you know, to each his own. I get the cost of running a food truck. It's probably expensive as heck. Look at that Shark Tank on the very top of the van. Huh. Okay, here we go. Freeze that right there. Alright, I'm gonna make that bigger. No, I don't. You know, I don't really. I had the Connecticut roll, which is basically a warm lobster and cold lobster, and then we had a lobster quesadilla. We had a grilled cheese lobster. We had lobster and tots. That I didn't get. Lobster tacos, maybe. Come on now. Lobster tater tots. Like, there's a lot of goop on top of that. The bisque, I kind of really wanted to try the bisque or the clam chowder and a whoopie pie. So, I don't know. Have you seen the Shark Tank episode of these guys? Because they were on Shark Tank. We'll get to the prices in a minute. Definitely a pricey thing. I think I actually remember the episode on Shark Tank, which I don't really watch it regularly, but I think I remember seeing like a rerun with them on there. It's just a food truck from Maine Lobster. Alright, and freeze. $22 for a roll. Hot dog lobster bun. Bisque was how much? $8 or $10 for a bowl. I'm kind of glad I didn't order the bisque because somebody else did, and they had to wait like an extra 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, let's make that bigger. What does that look like? Lobster tots, 22. It looks like $20-ish per person. And there were some people that were ordering 4 and 5 rolls. I didn't get one. I got Kim one because I'm not big into lobster. I took a bite of hers and was just like, novel concept. Neat that they're doing a thing here. That's kind of the brewery. It's a fairly new brewery is right there. Anyway, you ever have a chance to try it, and you never get a chance to try a live Maine lobster or fresh Maine lobster. How fresh can it be? You're in a food truck. I will note though that there was a FedEx and a UPS truck there at the same time I went. The pictures are way different too. I could load you the picture of what we actually got, but I'm not gonna. Let's just say it was. Remember what I was talking about, that Costco hot dog bun? It didn't taste like it. It was a. I kind of like plucked a piece of bun and tried it. No, I did. I took a full bite. I wanted the experience because I've personally never tried a lobster roll. Uh, it's chewy. It felt a little chewy to me. It may not have been. I love crab, but I don't know. It's just not worth it. I don't know. We should go watch that episode now. It was considered junk meat. Yeah, the history of the lobster thing. It was a junk meat. Same goes with crawfish, right? I mean, who would like that's like mini lobster. Uh, Damn, I gotta go. Yeah, well, y'all are gonna have to guard the front. Guard the front. Thank you for changing the color there. Appreciate that. Guard the front. I'm gonna go get me some cold drip real quick. I don't have just a front, do I? No, it's not Bajizzy. No, okay, just I'll be right back. I think I gotta remember to get a fork too. I need a fork for the cheesecake. We may have to try that well before 1 o'clock. Spoon, not a fork. JSC traffic. So that was game day traffic. Just drove by. They're already out. They're probably tailgating down there, honestly. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was like, why do I have two spoons? It's for the cheesecake, damn it. I need to get a paper towel, cover it up, because there's that stupid fly still buzzing around over here somewhere. I hadn't put up a "you better not park here, dumbass" in our back lot sign. I have one. I just haven't put it out yet because I'm not quite sure if we're gonna get traffic or not. So I've got a camera up over here watching out for things. We're good out there. It's still quiet. Still quiet. Slow down a little bit. I'm not a huge seafood fan either. Like shrimp, I tolerate if it's like boiled, like peel and eat, boiled and chilled afterward, like cocktail shrimp. Uh, or even in that matter, if it's still hot and boiled. It's Cajun, that's the way we do shrimp down here. Usually shrimp and crawfish. So spicy and or chilled. But like I don't like it with other stuff. Like shrimp and grits is such a freaking so weird. I love grits. In fact, we had Waffle House grits last night. That was a damn big meal, and I regretted it this morning when I woke up. I was like, oh, feels like I ate a huge Waffle House meal at like 8 o'clock, and that's because we did. Just listening while you're headed to RB. Be safe on the road. Don't be like that person. There is an unusual amount of vehicles on the road on the side over here. What is this? Stir my witch's brew. What is grits? That's a good question. It's a you'd almost have to Google that. It's hard to explain. It's grits is grits is grits. Somebody explain that to Pocket Women. It's in the meantime, I'm gonna goof off on you know what on my phone. Being nosy. Being nosy. Just say people are taking advantage of certain things right now. I'm gonna go get me some Rooster's lunch. It was edible food saying, you make your shrimp and grits a lot. It's grits, yay. Shrimp, yay. Shrimp and grits, no. Uh, sorry, that was kind of confusing. I don't like all that together. It's just a buttery, cheesy, wonderful cheese grits. If it's done correctly. Isn't it ground corn? I don't know. Grits. Whatever the hell it is. Somebody help me there. Yeah, corn. I was saying, I wanted to say corn really badly, but I wouldn't, I would have been wrong. Yeah, Kim doesn't like grits at all. And while they're not the best, they were pretty decent last night. Think mashed potatoes, but grittier. Not like hard grit, but like imagine it. Hard to describe. Grit. What are we doing out here? Literally giving it up at 12 o'clock. He said he was going to do it, and he's doing it. Well, let it be known that he is going to do what he said he was going to do today. You can't park there, ma'am. That's okay. You can go now. Maybe I should. It is getting a little trafficy out there. We'll see. If traffic starts backing up here in a little bit, I'll have to drag the signs out and go put them in the back. Or if I see my opportunistic neighbor try to set up a for parking sale in the back lot back there. Great, that camera froze. Stupid cameras. Thank you. Talking to myself. What did the guy's sign say on the street? Did he have a sign? He's probably peddling tickets. I don't know why he would be. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
I made 3 keys made on this.
Okay. Did you want to do just the plain or any of the?
Yeah, just a plain. They just for kids. They hung on to.
Saturdays with 3 keys, you get a free tag. So pick out one of those colors. Two of mine, and you want to buy another one too?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can put them in the face.
Plenty of practice. Eight. Let's see. $8.64. 20. You need this little circuit. All right.
That's that.
You too. Have a good one.
Okay.
Hold on. We gotta get rid of that. Oh, no. Check what I did. First off, I didn't know I did exactly that. It, we, we rewind that. There's another one here. Literally, I walked up and I was going to say, hey, look what I did by emptying 2, not 1, but 2 rigid containers at least for the time being. As I did that, that was like one of those slow motion in my brain things. I was like calculating. I was like, wait a minute, I'm doing one thing, not even taking into account that I somehow made that shot that I threw earlier into that basket. So it simultaneously became 2 pretty awesome things, but on a wildly different timeline. I've made it into that somehow. Totally wildly coincidental. I don't know if the black cat's supposed to walk across my path or not right now, but that was some kind of weird time loop space continuum thing that just happened to me. Anyway, so we hadn't heard anything out of J-Bot. We turned off all the music, but honestly, yeah, we did hear something earlier, so it is working. That's good. I don't have any lock work to do today. Do I? No, I just had to return to double cylinder deadbolts. Don't at me. Retail sale. But they came back and they were getting switched out for single cylinder. It's old quick set, but unfortunately, it's one of those things. Use the old drive-in bolts, which are not like the new drive-in bolts. Actually, that lip was the deal. It's not a pried away faceplate. It was sold like that. This didn't come out of a two-part faceplate. It's literally their version, earliest versions of drive-in bolts. So, like even now, yeah, you can make them into drive-in bolts, but it's shitty. They're shitty. They're not like that. I got 5 of those I got to deal with. I feel like I want to try that. It's been an hour. What do you think? Hour and 15 minutes. How long does it take to defrost a cotton blue? Let's give it a go. We can't wait anymore. That is the hardest. Wow. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. I thought it was sealed on both sides. Is there a story? Oh, come on. All good companies give us a... There's no story. This is manufactured in Waynesboro, Mississippi. Frickin' frick. 907 Robinson Street, Waynesboro, Mississippi, which is I want to say up that way somewhere. Cotton Blues. Smells like cheesecake. This might be fairly good, y'all. Sorry to eat in front of you. I know this is mean, but I'm going to give it a go. It could be thicker. It could be thicker. But it's not bad. The crust is actually really good. Normally I don't like crust at all, of any kind. It's actually really good crust. I'm more impressed. I'm more impressed with that ginger. Well, not gingerbread, but that crust is. Not gonna eat the whole thing. Mm. Mm. Disadvantage. Make everything big enough to hold a plastic fork. Really sweet crust. Awesome, though. Cotton Blues. Thaw in refrigeration for 1 hour or at room temperature, 30 minutes. Man, really sugary crust, I would say, because a lot of the crust are. I keep wanting to say gingerbread, but not cornbread either. Not cornbread. Uh, lost track. Lost track of what I was thinking. Crumbled crust, and that's got a really sweet flavoring to the crust, and really good. I'm not normally a crust person, but that was tasty. What are we doing out here? Come on. I'm going to finish stirring my cold drip while we decide whether this is going to be a customer or not. Idea. It's still got an opening, but not not a bad opening. Overall score is a 9 on this cheesecake from 1 out of 10, which is really high marks. I would say it could be set a little tiny bit thicker, not much. It was super close. It was just a little too not thick. But that's a nitpicky decision. 10-10 on the crust for sure. That would be a really good. Whoa! I just realized with key lime pie, that would be a super good crust with key lime pie. Because not only is it sweet, it had like a tart. It has like a lemony sweet flavor, like a lemon cookie crumbled up, sorta. Let me go throw the spoon out real quick. Nothing major. I have totally scared the bejesus out of me. I have totally not. Yeah, there's always some kind of radio thing going on. I've totally not missed the music subscription at all. Because there's already a lot of it embedded in my editing program anyway. It just doesn't cross over to this. I'll find you something though. Get rid of that media source because it's kind of throwing my screen off. Yes, get rid of that. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat though. Appreciate that. Key lime cheesecake pie. Yeah, I got banned in like 14 countries because of certain things. Uh, Kind of surprised that I haven't been banned from certain other videos yet. Just takes a while to get around to it. Just got a lockout call. Like glazing the top of it like a creme brulee, except creme, some debris out in the road that I was just looking at. Plastic there, there. Where's our blowy guy? Hadn't seen him this morning. Street looks like hell on its game day. Out of all the days to be a blowy day. Yeah. I. What's up, Squaw? Nick Squanick. Squaw. What's up, Squaw? Uh, Speaking of deep fried, when we were at the fair, they had deep fried deviled eggs. Now, one might say that sounds absolutely delicious and or disgusting, whichever way you look at it. My only concern was just the whole fact of eating an egg at the fair was a little bit too much for me to swallow. Not counting it being deep fried. However, I was like, ooh, that sounds like a great idea if it was done correctly and not at a fair. I know it's probably fresh as anywhere else you would get it, but eating a deep fried egg at the fair just sounds like future stomach issues later in the day, so I passed on it. However, it did sound good. I love deviled eggs. Fried deviled eggs? How does that work? Do they literally take a perfect deviled egg? Because you can, most people can cook a deviled egg. It really depends on the deviled eggs, right? So it's then like, how does it do? My ideal egg is with the golden, fluffy and fluffy little shapes with a sprinkle of red stuff. Gotta have the red stuff. It's my biggest qualm. They sell eggs over here at Basil's restaurant across the street. And they don't, that's my biggest qualm is they don't use the magic red powder. I don't know how you can get away with this. I don't, I think that's a southern, like, there's a border in the southern world about that. But anyway, frying one of those, like, do you literally plop that exact image in your head of a perfect deviled egg with a coating? Because when you roll a coating over that, that's gonna like mess up the integrity of one side. One side will have an egg, no big deal. That's just frying an egg. But then that other side, it already is soft when you coat it with something to fry it, there's so many questions. I didn't want to answer them. It's magic red stuff. Shut up, Gumby. It's magic red stuff. Magic red pepper. Obligatory sign. Magic red stuff. Land. Oh, that was an undercover car. Are y'all still over there? Are y'all still eating lunch? I know I really should have, but then I would have had to have eaten it. I can't buy something and not eat it. Paprika is made from the magic red dust, obviously. Duh. Paprika. Paprika is just some kind of code word. It's magic red sprinkled dust on the eggs. It only works there. You're missing a bumper. Did y'all see that? It is missing a bumper completely. Thank you. Like, as many people as I can bring over the magic red dust to my side of that is better. So, sounds way better. And then when people argue with you, you have to vehemently claim that it's not true. It's part of the club. Lady's scoping out the place over there. I wonder if so during game days, right? There's a dude, and I can't laugh at him too much because he's one of our customers, but he and it's not necessarily his fault either. It's like they get caught up in this have to do it a certain way, full blazes through the intersection, and like there's nobody on the bus. Like, so they run a route of a trolley. When did I freaking get over to Great Britain? They get a lorry. No, there's a bus for a shuttle. That's what we call it here. And they make the rounds, but they do it so exuberantly, full on like police, military escort. If they could have a helicopter hovering overhead the whole time, uh, it would even be better. Like GTA shit, running red lights and stuff. I don't understand why. Um, Maybe they've tamed it down, but like the first couple of times they did it, I laughed because I was just like, bruh, what is this? What the hell are y'all doing? So yeah, stop it. I understand an escort, but we're talking about the food grade magic red dust, no other. I don't know how much they were, but I'm sure they were close to $10 for an egg. Didn't ask. My one regret about the state fair is like when we go, it's during lunchtime. We never go at night when they have the free biscuits. So year after year after year, Jason never gets a biscuit. And one day I'll have to make a special point of going down there specifically at a period of, which means I got to pay to get in to get a free biscuit. Because you can think of it as get a free biscuit upon entrance if you go at a certain time. But I'm never going to go at that particular time. So missed my free biscuit this year again. They're probably, when I finally get to it, I'm going to end up getting like the bottom of the barrel burnt ass biscuit. And then I'm going to question my sanity on as to why for 100 years now I've been told that I need to eat a biscuit at the fair. It's like, nope, okay, well, there you go. Jason gets the dry burnt one. Congratulations on your very first biscuit ever, even though you're as old as you are and should have tried one by now. I may have had one as a kid, I just can't recall it. I'll take a little sip. Did you see my ingenious idea here to make the Mr. Cart's not squealing. As far as the strawberry, let's talk about that. It appears to be only this top layer. The cheesecake itself is just plain cheesecake. So did they just drizzle a little strawberry on top and maybe mix it, whatever. And there's that crust. Give a good look at that. I mean, that's gotta give it to them for that crust. That is all sugar. No wonder it's so sweet. Okay, that. Like that's the very, very bottom looks like it was sitting literally on a bed of just sugar, and the rest of it is the graham cracker crust. That's what I was trying to think of.
But she was just, and she found out who he was.
What's the white girl do? That's good. That's good. Colin, where are you going? It is pretty good. Now, it's literally just a biscuit. There's an entire division of law enforcement. Boom, right there. It's funny. It's way sweet though. That's kind of a downfall. That's why I wouldn't give it a perfect 10. Not just the structure of it, still a little loose for me. Could be a little bit firmer. Uh, One indication of it being fairly fresh, maybe. Maybe it literally just came there this morning. And it's so sweet as it's almost a little too sweet. So, okay, I'm going to keep it that 9. Worth the try, though. I don't know if they mail order or not. It's just now getting to this time of year when it's safe to have chocolate mailed in. Like when, if you want to order, like, oh, what if I can finally try it? That's an idea, and we have to put an order in for other stuff, so I can finally probably safely order that chocolate thing that we were talking about. I'm wanting to do that, but it hadn't been cool enough, and by next week it should be. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. There's only certain times of the year you can order stuff like that. Coffee flavored cheesecake with chocolate graham wafer crust. Chocolate graham wafer crust. Like, wait, are you talking about like when you word it like that, or you just is that just specifically like that? Like you leave the graham cracker whole and just make it a crust? Because there's a distinction. Are we talking crumbled up traditional? Because the way you worded that, it makes me think you're talking about literally just a graham cracker and you pile your stuff on top of it. If so, clarify. I don't know if you're talking about specifically or not, but that would be weird. But also not bad, really. It's like something I'd eat after work. Like I'd scrape all the good stuff off the top and then like use a cracker and you know. But you may be just referring to the traditional crumbled up. Lemon meringue pie. Yeah, it's the meringue. I'm not overly big on the meringue. I kind of grew up eating it a lot, so I'm fine eating it. It's just I'm not a big. If you get like a 25% to a 75%, but most of the time it's like 50% or more meringue, and often way more than that, 60 to 70% meringue, with just like 30 to 40% ish pie part of it. That I don't like. Okay, we're good. We're good. Are y'all? You just eating lunch. Uh, what else did I have up here? Hold on. Oh, that's right. So, if you venture back with us a few episodes ago, I talked about the door closer screwy part. Well, come to find out that it is its own thread. Specifically LSDAs. We had grabbed one from grabbed an arm during that episode. We were talking about ordering a connecting rod because I needed the arm to be just a wee bit larger based on the door construction of a particular building style. The way it was built was not really conducive to do literally anything. So right now, and how it's been for the last 30-ish years or more of it being like this, there's been a closer that's just off kilter than it normally is. It's just reset differently. I planned to make it right, stupidly. Anyway, long story short, it's not National Coarse Thread, it's not National Fine Thread, and it's not metric, as my latest finding. In the U.S.'s market, there is only one M10 thread. We have fine thread sections, came out of McMaster-Carr, not fine thread. We have Amazon, just because I didn't want to pay McMaster-Carr more shipping. And I didn't want to drive to the hardware store to figure this out on my own. And I was just like, screw it, I'm just going to add, because these were super cheap. Which concerns me for stainless steel, foot-long connecting rod in the M10. Hold on. This is metric, so M10 by 250, whatever. Is this 250? It certainly feels like it. Yeah, it is. Made in China. But of course you have to buy the the fellow nuts for it, so I ordered the nuts. Guess what? The bitch is not, sorry for the language, they literally used their own thread. Correct me if I'm wrong, people of the internet. National Coarse Thread, 3/8 by whatever it is. National Fine Thread, the second other national U.S. standard option, just with a fine thread. There is no medium thread. There's literally fine and coarse. Neither one of those. And it's not metric, because that would be the last thing that you would try, because you're thinking, okay, well, son of a bitch is from Taiwan, or wherever they built that stupid thing. They've been building them forever. They're decent closers, whatever. Come to find out, and now the national sales representatives throughout the whole company has gone on an investigative journey to discover why. We're going to find out why they used their own thread, pitch, pattern, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, the whole company is funny because now that's the current thing. It's like when questions get asked within a company as to why they had built something like this, because they spec. They say, hey, yo, this is a long time ago when they came to the agreements with these certain factories that are overseas, but they've been doing business with them for years and years. They're literally doing it as their engineers say to do it. Yeah, yada, yada, important, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Get it. But they say everything you do spec to U.S. standard. In other words, your valve screws, for instance, that's they're probably actually in metric. Long story short, is they spec things a certain way. The thread pitch on the LSDA, long story short, thread pitch on the LSDA is its own size. I am going to uncover what size. Hear ye, hear ye. Jason is going to uncover, literally, we're going to figure it out, what size they use, because it's not one of the three that it could only be without delving off into your own world of threading and dyeing. And why would you do that? Dyeing, not dying, like dyeing threads, dyes, taps. Why would you change it to something different? Stupid. Now you know. Pumpkin cheese. I'm not a big fan of pumpkin anything. Like pumpkin spice and all that. Well, it's not 3/8 by whatever, 3/8 by whatever. National medium. New spec. Of course. There would be I don't know where those are made. I want to say they have a Taiwan factory stamped on them. I mean, they hold up okay. Not the best. Norton. I've had a lot more problems out of some Norton of that same style footprint. And I've actually seen them hold up fairly well in certain situations where probably should have gone with the heavier one. And it's like, you put it in thinking, are you telling the customer, hey, if you do A, then B happens earlier, than in door closers, for instance, on certain things. They're like, whatever, we'll deal with B whenever A comes up. Okay, fine, do it. And then they last a surprisingly long time. Like years and years later, you're like, drive by the same business to pick something up, and you're like, door closer I put in 12 years ago. Should not have lasted that long. I had to go buy one yesterday. Okay, imagine this. This is like a Zen moment. And I know people in like bigger areas, I've got a double set of doors. Instead of the normal architecture where it's literally just a wall, so there's a huge foyer, 30-foot tall entranceway into a one-story building. So the facade, is that what the word I'm looking for? The facade, the entrance to the area, and the showroom area had really tall ceilings, like huge, ridiculously high ceilings. And then it all basically narrowed down into pretty much a warehouse type. It was a whole warehouse, and the front was converted. There's glass that goes up 20 feet above you. And the upper stile was like this wide. So there was a small window and then another huge sheet of glass. And I was just like looking up when I was working on the door and I was taking measurements. I'd worked on it, 2 years ago, and I had to do some fancy so they called me back and said, hey, can you come boop, 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 boop again? So anyway, I went up there and didn't really do anything but looked up and realized that, the doors are probably going to have to come off these pivots eventually. I'm not going to do that, as I was looking up to just yards of glass, separated by just a couple of things, and the doors were hitting said thing. So I like squirted with lubricant, it was squeaking real bad, and I was like, you know what? No, no. The normal response to that, if you have a normal construction, is you jam a flat ply bar in there and go, and then and kick it a few times and spray lubricant everywhere. Most of the time you can get it working better. All doing that professionally, of course. All the and all that professionally done. Anyway, long story short, they all left. Where'd y'all go? Come on now. The entire law enforcement has gone, probably up there to the game. Yeah, long story short, I'm not gonna mess with those doors at all. I think it's a danger area. So I don't know if my guy's even gonna want to mess with danger area. It's I've got a guy, uh, and I'm like his guy for lock issues, and he only calls. He's competent enough to not call me for anything that he knows better than to not mess with. Speaking on the glass and door side, like there's some things he knows better than to try to even bother with. So that's when they call me for that. Vice versa, whenever I have crap that I could do by myself, but I'm not a glass door company. I'm watching the cameras over here. I need to pull up my... Let me pull up my telephoto cam. Please hold. Where are we? Yes, that one. Come to life. Forgot what I was talking about. What time is it? 40. Shoot. We have not done any. Is there any lock work that I can do? I've already mailed. There's nothing up there. Thank you for finally waking up, Cam 14. Homeboy hadn't shown up for his. I've already done all my antique stuff last week and got it mailed back out. How could he know if he's cheese or another bite of cheesecake? I collected at some point throughout the week. I collected a box of hail pieces. I'd had a plastic bin devoted entirely to these and bags, and basically this is when we order 20 or 30 or whatever key and knob cylinders for a job, which I got a 87 one coming up here soon that I feel is going to be more like closer to 100. Get these, and there's only one that you need out of the pack, so you toss the rest in it and deal with it later. This the other day, I was dealing with it later. I was like, I'm going to deal with this later now. So this is literally all going to go get dumped in the scrap metal this morning. I emptied literally 2 complete containers. I rescued two storage containers by finally cutting them open and getting rid of the plastic, and now they're just going to get scrapped. Oh no, you didn't. It'll be very bad. No, okay. Sorry. Secret tips here on live. I I was like I kind of did a because I was opening and closing the door a minute, and it was like squeak, 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 squeak. I was trying to figure out exactly where I was, so I would do a little in one area and open and close it. And I heard in the background after my 10th or 12th open and close and open and close, I heard seriously. It was just like that coming out of the back. And then it kind of got played off like she had come around the corner going, seriously. It was like kind of like faded off. If it was in a video, I would have transitioned that with like a fade off, like. And she realized that I was actually doing something to try to correct the problem. But she played it off pretty smoothly. So I'm feeling like that was a very usual occurrence around there. And figured out the problem pretty quick. But I did squeak it a lot. Just about to say, I know you're not talking to me, lady. Don't continue down that path, or I won't fix your door. One good thing about commercial over residential, too, I will add, is in the commercial world, you're there at the request of somebody who's usually in charge of everything, right? So you, it's like you kind of have upper authority at that given moment to be banging the door if you really want to. Wait, what's going on? Oh shoot, he closed, and she's getting mad because he's supposed to be here. And there's a lot of stuff going on. He left early. She mad. Oh, be careful, don't fall. Oh, she mad. I mean, yeah, I don't want to be here some days either, but I post my hours online, so people it's bad enough that I leave to sometimes 20 or 30 minutes early. I'm trying to film here, damn it. What were y'all talking about? What did you just say to him? What in the ass? Please hold while I observe this interchange. To the best of my understanding there, she was saying, don't let somebody do something dirty to you. Don't let them do you dirty. I don't know if you could hear it. I don't. And then she like reverse challenged him. What was that? I missed all that. I don't know. Totally missed it. I know she's mad that the she got left though. Still no backup in the distance, so I think we're good for now. I don't know. It may start as soon as I cut out. It's getting a lot trafficy, and there's people hanging out more and more. I may end up having to go put this sign in the back, but the street in the back is clear right now. Give it a little peek-see. That'll decide my very next thing that I do when we're done with today's live, because that is coming up here in a minute, 12:50. And I'm gonna. It's probably nice weather. Seems to be nice weather all around. That was one thing that I noticed that was funny was last week whenever they were having that hurricane thing. Like if you zoomed out on the map on the weather, everybody was clear except for Florida with the hurricane. Luckily, all that's well, that's one way to do it. I guess you're gonna. Okay. Then. Guess. I guess that's one, two, three ways to do it. Anyway, yeah, I expect it to be. It'll probably get a little bit busier. I don't know if we're gonna have to go block that parking lot off because honestly, at a 2:30 game time, even if it does get trafficy around here, I don't think I'm gonna care enough to do it. Now next week, 11/2, whatever that is. Not next week, the week after that, it's homecoming, which will be a bigger game. And we will definitely see traffic because it starts at 2. So we're going to have a full-on game day. Game day. Maybe we'll do our own game day. Maybe bingo. You have a flat. Get attended to. That's like a daily thing. That happens at least 3 times a day. Always twice a day, at least 3 times a day, as people go rolling by with a flat. Not even stopping. Just a point of fact. Forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to care enough about the parking lot to do that. Pay attention to the signs, people. We will tell you. I'm pretty good. I have y'all noticed I've taken down table first name last name table first name Clark whatever down and I've got my things on some rolly things up there. Reduced my plastic usage overall really good, and then we just picked up a new building basically, so I gotta go get him on with that. It's just so much further away. And if it's anything like one building, it's going to be something that's going to be like long term where I got to go repeatedly. And I just hate that it's a further distance away. that's all right. They need the Jason. Poof, but you know, uh, did homeboy leave his garbage sitting out? Where did he go? And yes, he did leave his garbage. And there is literally a garbage can right in front of you. Like, that was happening this whole time in this bottom corner camera. Where did he go? There, did he, when during this whole filming did he walk off and leave what appears to be garbage and what appears to be not more than 4 feet away from a literal garbage? Where did he go? That makes me think he's somewhere he shouldn't be right now. And we don't even have our blowy guy today. That makes it even worse. Other than that, okay. Other than that, yeah, great. We're doing good. Just juggling jobs and in-shop stuff and quotes and waiting to hear back on quotes and just same old, really. Getting, well, yeah. I was going to say something. Since this is new, yeah, we're going to have the, we're gonna have the initial cost for the Lishy Cowboy Peter Fox clipper coming out like mid next week or whatever. You heard it here first. Or you'll know how much they are. We'll all know. And then they would be able to go into production pretty much immediately. Hands made in Mississippi, designed by Peter Fox. The Lishy Cowboy guide little thing. I don't know how we're gonna do it. It'll be a big thing. It'll be like a big announcement. Ooh, video, do a little stupid thing with little stupid links to this. Stickers and all that blah, blah, blah stuff. Yeah, you heard it here first. Anyway, that's it. We're going to go to the end screen. I added it right there. You know what? We never went to the disassemble screen, did we? We got to disassemble. The F, Jason. We can't leave without disassembling. Locksmith disassemble! And I probably will leave earlier today than normal. The game's at 2:30. It probably wouldn't affect me either way, even if I stayed till 4. Oh, I gotta go. Huh. Don't forget to do that, Jason. Thanks for the reminder. Y'all didn't remind me. After work. Just because it's been acting up for months and now all of a sudden thank you. I know, it's so cute. Now all of a sudden you can't lock your door at all. But it's only been acting up for a few months. I normally wouldn't do this and tell them, bro, put a candlestick under the doorknob or whatever. But there's certain customers around that would. And I want to make sure it stays safe. So I'm going to suck it the F up and go fix her door. And kill that MF fly sometime today. Yeah, I see you. I don't know if you're new, just coming in, but I see you now. He did leave that shit across the thing. I'm going to go back over this video to see. Or I guess I could go over the literal cameras. So, hey, look at that. It's right on time. Yeah, thanks for joining in. All you new peeps, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks, Jay, for the donation again. Thanks for all the recent new subscribers. And that announcement next week. I did a video. Hey, I finally opened the. Hey, while you're here, are you still here? Who sent me this? I can't remember who sent me this. 27 in one. He sent it to me like a year ago. It wasn't Justin. It wasn't Stuart. It was somebody else. Hop Skippity, maybe? No, not this one. This is not the one. What did I do with that one? Shit, I already lost it. What the crap? I already lost it, real for real. Where'd it go? There's a Klein 27-1. Whoever sent me that. I finally opened it yesterday. But like the whole video, I was like, gonna do, hey, I'm gonna open this after a year and a half. It's been sitting on my shelf over there, waiting patiently for me to open it, and it finally got its moment. Oh, freedom! But really, the video ended up being more like why it's not a good idea to use it in a tool bag capacity. And it's all because of those crappy handles and the crappy rubber. This one literally was brand new. I want to take back, and I went back and I realized that I've done a lot of stupid ass videos on Klein over the years, and now I want to delete, except they've got a lot of views on them, so whatever. I got to do a retraction video on literally every video I've done on Klein. We may have a bajizzy. Y'all want to wait with the bajizzy or not? You can stay here. Yeah, that's never mind. That's not never mind. Not it. Tip's broken on this one. Shoot. Oop, that's totally my fault. Snap that mother effer right in half. And that one had a pull out with even different size bits. Klein in their bits. There's like, what, 83 different sizes now? It's like they're coming true to their word. Like, hey, let's make a 27-in-1. When in reality, they've come up with 27 variations of tiny bits. I can't imagine the catalog people that have to literally keep track of every single design and shape and size of bit. Yeah, I'm gonna eat my cheesecake. Y'all have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it, man. And Cotton Blues Cheesecake coming. I gotta remember that. In the bougie thing now is to be like, go to my local restaurant, and when I see cheesecake on the menu, if it doesn't say, what do you mean Cisco cheesecake? I want cotton unintentional Unintentional plug, merchandise plug. Cotton Blues Cheesecake. Cotton Blues Cheesecake Company. Mmm. So good. Yes, I am. I have been using a blue towel for a coffee drip, by the way. And that's actually really good cheesecake. Y'all have a good one. Now I want to try the, if it wasn't $5 a slice, I want to try the blueberry. I wonder how much a whole one has. Couldn't be more than like $20. Who would pay more than $20 for a whole cheesecake? So you're paying $5 a slice, and you could get minimum 6 slices out of one. That size slice, if you do it big enough, you could probably get like 12 slices out of one. That's pretty tart too. It's very way tartar than I would expect. I've got a really strong pucker factor going. Like I really love lemon and really strong flavoring. And that one's got me puckering afterward. Very unusual. It's like a lemon sugary crust. Pretty dang good. All right, y'all have a great one. I'm gonna go lick my paws and finish that thing off probably and tidy up. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I've got the vacuum up there. I was literally sweeping and vacuuming. So that's what I got to finish doing is sweeping and vacuuming, and then I'm going to get out of here. So enjoy y'all's weekend. I'm going to try to enjoy mine as well. Stay tuned for that announcement on that thing. It'll be exciting. I hope everybody will buy one because I need to sell minimum like 50. I'm hoping we can. I don't know how much they're going to be though, but yeah, it's out of my hands right now. Wind's flapping out there. Okay, I'm out of here. Peace. No. Yeah.